Welcome to NGS, where we dive into my hobbies, such as playing cards. Today I have with me the Chris Ramsay first playing cards. This is the silver edition. They have a gilded version, I believe, but this is not that. This is just the basic generic vanilla silver first playing cards. For those who do not know, Chris Ramsay is a pretty big YouTube magician who also dabbles in puzzles as well. He made his own line of playing cards and he calls them first. This right here is, I believe, like the second or third version of them. I'm not sure. I don't really keep up with his playing cards, but because I started his channel, I kind of have to now. And I'm not gonna lie, some of them are good. I do enjoy them. I have messed with the first bicycle collaboration deck that he has. I will be doing that video pretty soon as well, so keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and dive right into this. So we have here a matte gray tuck case, which I really like. I'm a big fan of matte, if you didn't know. Not the guy, but the tuck case. But I still do love Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Terrible joke. And it is covered in the stripe, which is more of a banner because it wraps all the way around the tuck case. And we have in big letters, first, 1ST, 1 Street, Wunst. On the side here, it's still just that shiny, I like to call this type of shininess unicorn skin because of all the colors that it radiates out. But it's still here in the back. It's nothing but the banner and the gray matte background, and same thing on this side. On the bottom here, we have First Playing Card Company by Chris Ramsay. And then on the top, we have nothing as well. Less is more, and I think that works well for this here deck. But I will say, they're lacking a seal. No seal, no deal. That's never gonna get old. So let's go ahead and crack into these bad boys. Then on the flap, it is the Chris Ramsay CR logo, which does have a snake, which is a snake that makes up the R. You can see his little head right there. And on the inside, we have the first logo, which is, brandished on the cards, spanning through the inside of the tuck case with the same reflective foil as you see in the outside of the tuck case. Why was that so hard for me to say? Having an aneurysm or something. So here are the first cards. Like most of his cards, they have the foiled first on the top left and bottom right, which makes them symmetrical. And while it may not seem it, this entire pattern here is also symmetrical. It is not a one-way deck. And we have here a whole bunch of CRs for the Chris Ramsay logo. And it is alternating between right side up and upside down to create this pattern, and in between them we have the stripes, kind of like the outer glow of the outline of the CR. And then we have here a white border, and we have, it's hard to tell, but there is another green line. Green, is that what color this is? I think it's green. It looks kind of green in person. It kind of looks like money, honestly. I think that's a really cool touch for this deck, like a currency deck. Very thin stock, it is not thick. Hey look, that's my favorite card. Very thin stock, which I know that is kind of the big thing now. I'm a fan of thicker stock, but it is what it is. We have here a line that becomes apparent when you do a fan because of the edge of the card with the, foiled first. And you can see it along the side of the deck as well, which is pretty cool. And it looks great when you spread them. Here is the Joker card. It has that first that you see on the front of the tuck case on the card. And that is the same case with the duplicate Joker here. And they are foiled. Look at that. You love to see foil on cards, man. The Ace of Spades is just a normal spade pip with the first logo inside of it, also foiled. And then the number cards are the same color, same font, and same pips as the Bicycle default deck. Speaking of default Bicycle deck, the court cards also share that similarity. And it comes with a blank and a 4 of spades duplicate. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room here with me and my channel, or I guess just me in general. My favorite card is the 4 of spades. Chris Ramsay's favorite card is the 4 of spades as well. So let me get one thing straight, guys. I liked the 4 of spades before Chris Ramsay, or before I knew of Chris Ramsay. I don't know, maybe it was his favorite card out the womb, who knows. But this right here has been my favorite card. Why is it my favorite card? Because when I was in baseball, I did do baseball, I was pretty athletic when I was younger. My number on my jersey was always 4. Didn't matter what team, what age. If I had a choice, I picked the number 4. 4 was my favorite number, still is my favorite number. And my favorite suit is a spade. So 4 of spades is my favorite card. Not because it's Ramsay's favorite card and I'm fanboying. Fun fact, Daniel Garcia's favorite card is also the 4 of spades. I'm sure there's a reason why 4 of spades is so popular, but I don't know. But yeah, to see a blank card in here is pretty cool. Usually they have double backers, but I will happily take a blank. Any Gav card, honestly. And these cards feel amazing. Like, very smooth, very nice. I'm not a fan of thin stock, but if you are going to enjoy these cards right here. Very simple, very straight to the point. This is definitely a magician's deck. It looks generic, and not in a bad way, but in a way that you're not going to cause suspicion to anyone that you're performing magic to. Doesn't look like a trick deck, doesn't look like a marked deck, so this is definitely a go-to if you are like a street performer. These would be great. So let's go ahead and see what they look like in a black light. Unfortunately, they do not glow. Shame. And these are the first playing cards by Chris Ramsay, the silver edition, I guess is what this is. I'm not too sure. If you want these, I will put a link down below if it is available, but I do not think it is because I'm pretty sure he only has 1 deck out right now on his site. But I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. Anyway, if you ain't first, you're last. And I can't wait to see you right or back in the next video.
You're dealing with the ghost. We are spitting facts, so don't mistake it with the boast. Looking for a lethal injection, we got the dose. We are giving the chills from your head down to your toes. You're trying to touch us, but you're dealing with the ghost.